participant, please put yourself on mute unless you are speaking. We are currently live streaming this meeting on the city's YouTube channel and on Lake County PEG TV live stream YouTube channel. So can I please have a roll call?
Commissioner McCarrick?
Present.
Commissioner Williams?
Here.
Commissioner Wilson? Here. Vice Chair Coker?
Here.
And Chair Davis is absent.
So I'd like to have everybody rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. While we are operating under these new meeting guidelines, I will explain our meeting procedures. Agenda items will be open for public comment before final action is taken via Zoom or email. Because we are operating in a virtual setting, I will call on my colleagues one at a time to speak. After commission deliberation, I will call for a roll call vote by the city clerk. We do not have limited seating available at the city chambers. Public comment will be accepted via email prior to the start of the meeting. Each public comment emailed to the city clerk will be read aloud by the city clerk for up to 3 minutes, or will be displayed on a screen. Public comment emails which are received after the beginning of the meeting will not be included in the record. If any member of the public viewing the meeting on Zoom wishes to speak, please click the raise your hand button on your screen. Madam Clerk, have you received any public comment, or are there participants on Zoom who wish to speak?
Have you received any public comments, Susanna?
I just wanted to clarify that the one we spoke about earlier was not a public comment for this meeting. Then no, I have not received any additional public comment.
Thank you. We will now move to the consent agenda. All items listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a member of the commission requests otherwise, or if staff has requested a change under adoption of the agenda, in which case the item will be removed for separate consideration. Any item so moved will be taken up following the motion to approve the consent agenda. Item number 1, determination of general plan consistency for the conveyance of property located at 14141 Lakeshore Drive, Clearlake, California, APN 040-051-12-000. The adoption resolution PC 2021-09, finding that the disposition of property located at 14141 Lakeshore Drive is consistent with the city's general plan and is exempt from environmental review under section 15061 of the California Environmental Quality Act. Consent item number 2 is determination of the general plan consistency of the conveyance of property located at 16332 27th Avenue, Clearlake, California, 95422, APN 042-262-220-000. Any resolution adopt Resolution PC 2021-10, finding that the conveyance of property is consistent with the city's general plan and exempt from environmental review. Are there any commissioners' requests to take separate discussion on consent items? Madam Clerk, has any member of the public submitted a public comment on the consent calendar item?
I have not received any public comment on any consent item, Vice Chair.
Robert, I just had a quick question. I don't know where this fits in. It's under Commissioner questions. It's going to be used for the same thing. It's the apartment complex. It's going to be used as an apartment complex. Okay, that was my question. Point of clarification, I guess.
Any other questions? I'll take a motion and second to adopt the consent calendar. I have a motion by,
I motion to adopt the consent calendar.
and a second by.
I'll second.
Need a voice, that's hard to say, voice vote.
You get to say, Vice Chair, you can just say all in favor.
I'm sorry?
You can just use the all in favor
Okay,
voting method.
so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We'll now move on to public hearing. Consideration of use permit UP 2021-14, the development agreement DA 2021-02 to allow the establishment of commercial cannabis microbusiness located at 3995 Alveda Drive. I didn't get any paperwork on this. Pardon me? So I would like to recommend that we continue the public hearing to the next regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting, no later than April 27th, 2021 at 6 p.m.
Vice Chair. So that's correct. Staff's recommending that it be, rescheduled as planned to the October 27th at 6 p.m. as there's some items came up that the applicant needs to address and work with staff to resolve those matters before we will take it before the Planning Commission.
Okay. So item number one, so Susanna gives a staff report.
So for clarity, this was the next portions for GPCs. The GPCs that were already in action was already taken on. We could have had a small presentation, but if you felt comfortable enough to make a motion on the information supplied, then that decision has been completed.
Okay, so we need to make a motion that we send this to the next meeting.
Yeah, everyone would just have to be into agreement to saying that you're moving it to the April 27th at 6 p.m. meeting.
Okay. So let me find that again. So I'd like to make a motion to hear this on the Planning Commission on the next meeting, which would be April 27th, 2021,
At 6 p.m.,
at 6 p.m.
correct.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now, did we discuss the 27th Avenue? We just did the Lakeshore Drive and the 27th Avenue. Okay. So, Assistant Planner Susanna Gutierrez, please proceed with your staff report.
So I believe a motion's already been made on the 2 staff reports that I was going to present on the GPCs that are included in this meeting. So it looks like we already moved on to the public hearing, and that was continued up until our next meeting. So it looks like we are at the city manager, community development director reports. Is that correct? Okay.
Commissioner McCarrick
No, thank you.
and Commissioner Williams.
No, thank you.
We will now open public hearing. Madam Clerk, are there any public comments on this agenda item?
I think there's some confusion as to which agenda item we're on. I believe we're on city manager and commissioner reports.
Correct.
So normally that isn't a public input item. That's for the city manager, community development director, or senior planner to give the report to planning commission. So I think that it would be appropriate for the vice chair to ask Senior Planner Roberts if he has a report.
Okay, I don't have a report. Okay.
Okay, and after the senior planner gives his report, then the commission would give their reports, if there are any.
Didn't understand it. So the senior planner, do you have a report?
Yes, just for like updates, we're taking in more applications for various uses, and that we're processing as quick as possible and sending those out for currently agency comment. We've been getting more inquiries about cannabis as more are coming in and more are expanding or thinking of modifying their current use. We've been getting questions about, storage units and zonings. We've issued the building permit for the DMV. So they're currently underway of working on remodeling the existing facility that's there to allow the DMV to open. Starbucks, we're still coordinating with Starbucks. Their permit is almost ready to be issued, so we're just doing the finaling touches with them to issue the shell permit and then the tenant improvement permit as well. Is there anything else, Susanna, that you can think of that? Nothing? Okay. Anything? Okay. So that, for other items, we're just processing things as fast as we can. And that's all I have right now.
So for this item, it would be appropriate to ask the commissioners at this time if they have their reports, and if none have their reports, the next item is future agenda items.
I will now ask each commissioner if there are any questions of staff on this item. Commissioner Wilson.
No, thank you.
Commissioner McCarrick
Nope, thanks.
and Commissioner Williams.
For commissioner reports, I have attended 2 ad hoc committee meetings for the Burns Valley Park Sports Complex.
Okay, we will now open the public hearing. Madam Clerk, are there any public comments on this agenda item?
No, Mr. Vice Chair.
Thank you. I will now ask each commissioner if there are any further comments on deliberation on this item. Commissioner Wilson?
No.
Commissioner McCarrick?
Nope.
And Commissioner Williams?
No.
I will take a motion on item number 1 to continue the public hearing. I have a motion by? I'm just reading what I got. Just reading what I got. I don't know.
So we should be at where it says future agenda items, where Chair, you may ask, does any of the commissioners have a request for future agenda items?
Okay. Okay, we already got, okay. Does any commissioner have a request for future agenda items?
I do not have any requests.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so thank you to everyone who took the time to submit their comments and to those who are watching our meeting on Zoom and YouTube. There will be no further business of the commission. We are now adjourned at 6:20.